Because you have to remember that growing up in Montgomery, everything in Montgomery, in Alabama, in the South, was completely segregated.
Fred Gray is an attorney in Montgomery, Alabama. He represented Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and the leaders of the Montgomery bus boycott, the civil rights movement's first major campaign against segregation.
Segregation was just a way of life. There were two worlds. There was a black world and there was a white world.
Segregation was the total separation of the races. The only thing the races shared were the same sewage system, the same water system, and the streets.
Segregation meant seeing separate water fountains everywhere you went. It meant that if you went to the Crystal hamburger place and wanted a hamburger while you were downtown, you had to stand at the counter at the end by the cash register or go in the back and ask if you could have a hamburger. And then you had to take it outside and stand on the sidewalk and eat it.
Blacks in the South had not progressed. They were subject to constant indignities, to constant injury from oppressive laws.
And I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
George Wallace had gotten elected by saying, never, never, never. Whites were deceiving themselves that blacks wanted a less than equal situation.
Thousands of activists set out to disrupt life under segregation.
Black women say, we're not riding in the back of the bus anymore. And they start the Montgomery bus boycott. Dr. King leads that and turns it into a huge movement in the South for the elimination of Jim Crow and for voting rights for blacks.
It was one of journalism's finest hours.
Here's the thing. Segregation had been legal, but it was reinforced through violence, like lynchings, bombings, and beatings. That violence was exposed by peaceful, nonviolent demonstrators, and journalists from all over the country were there to report it.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant. It tells people what's going on in the country.
One thing that history teaches us, that if the free press is doing its job, it's making powerful people mad. If the free press is not making powerful people mad, then they're not doing what they should do. Now, the moment you make powerful people mad, they want to come back and shut you down.
Journalists put themselves in harm's way to cover the story. Sometimes those in favor of segregation tried to stop them by using violence.
People in the South blamed the press for stirring up Northern opposition. Several journalists were beaten severely.
And sometimes they tried to prevent reporters from covering the story by using the courts.